everybody. Welcome to today's episode of DownStream Outdoors. Today on DownStream Outdoors, we're back into the wild edibles. It's springtime here in central Pennsylvania. It's sunny, it's beautiful. I can't even hardly see the camera right now, but I'm okay with it because it feels great. Today we're going to talk about something most people don't think about. They think of it more of a bane than something that we can derive something good from. We're going to talk about the dandelion. The lowly dandelion over here. You know, it's one of the first flowers to come up in spring, so therefore it's very good for us as beekeepers. You know, because it gives bees early good food coming right out of winter, loaded with pollen, and they absolutely love that pollen. They go nuts over these dandelions. But we can take the opportunity whenever these dandelions are up and use them for ourselves. There's a couple things we can use them for. We can actually eat the root. I know I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, but there's certain places where you can drink a tea made out of the roots, and it's supposed to have very high inulin properties to help those with diabetes. Not medical advice, I don't know if it works or not, I don't have diabetes. We ourselves though, we can eat a lot of the plant, okay? We're gonna start with identifying the plant. Of course, we got the classic flower that everybody's used to seeing in their yard. The flower is edible. I actually like to feed it to people. I'll batter it and deep fry it. I'll show you a couple pictures of that and how I go about that process right about now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I cook them up like that. It's kind of fun to serve them to people like that. You can eat it raw. It's a little bit better raw. Another favorite, everybody recognizes the seed pod, don't we? Okay, that's another good identifier. These only come on later in the season. Your dandelion's getting a little bit beyond at that point when the seed pods come on. But you know, every little kid wants to make a wish. Clearly, I didn't work out too well. And of course, the classic dandelion leaf. You know, this leaf's getting pretty big. Like I said, this plant's pretty well beyond. You know, but we can make a nice salad out of this. You know, a nice identifier, it should you question, when you squeeze the end, you should get a little bit of a white milky substance comes out the end there. You know, they're very sap rich, but they're very good for you, very high in iron. This is actually one of the first wild edibles I ever learned about in my life. You know, I remember as a young kid, my dad always liked these as a hot salad with a little bit of bacon dressing and some vinegar on it, a little bit of sugar. They turn out pretty well. You can eat them fresh and green like this in a nice salad. You're gonna find them in a lot of your fancier salads, believe it or not, and people don't even know that they're in there. You know, a lot of people don't give the lowly dandelion the credit that it deserves for the plant that it could be. You know, a lot of people dismiss it as a weed and they want to get it out of their yards and everything. Whenever I drive around and I see a yard without dandelions in it, that yard isn't healthy to me because it's been hit with a lot of chemicals. You know, I like to see a yard with a lot of different plants in it, not just grass. You know, it should have a combination of broadleafs in there too, because it shows a healthier soil, and it's going to be healthier for things like honeybees and such like that. Now, obviously, you're never going to have everybody that wants that. There's certain people that just want that perfect lawn, and there is a thing to be said about that perfect lawn. You know, but it's just not for me. You know, I love to see these things in my yard myself. You know, just a little food for thought, a little food for your stomach. And with that, till next time, keep your line wet and out of the trees.